rather rainy Puerto Plata. We spent the last week here kind of exploring and working, but today we are going to be making our way down to Cabarete. We're just doing the last final sweep of cleaning up the Airbnb. We basically have two options of getting to Cabarete. One is taking a bus, but because it's so rainy out, we'd rather not have to drag our luggage through down in the rain. So we're gonna try doing option number 2, which is just taking an Uber. Now when we looked on the Uber app, it's only showing a $9 ride, but the trick is we have to get somebody to accept it. So we're a little bit nervous that no one's gonna want to make the hour drive. And typically when you have Ubers in the Dominican Republic, they're super cheap. It's like $2 to go 10-15 minutes into town every time. But sometimes they'll be like, oh, I'll take you for a little bit more, like they'll message through the app, which I don't know if we're supposed to always agree to it, but we do. So I'm a little bit nervous that even though the app says $9, they might charge a little bit extra. So I think we're gonna try calling an Uber now, and fingers crossed that we're able to get one relatively reasonably priced and at all.
Accepted?
Yep, someone accepted, and they are arriving now, so better head down.
We slowly come and hide what's down below. So run where the wind blows, wherever you go.
Good news is we were able to get an Uber relatively easy. Bad news is I may have punched in the wrong address, and so we're dropped off about 5 minutes up the road a little bit, so we just have to backtrack. Other good news is at least it's not raining. We need to get in there. Alright, we found the place, we checked in with security there, and now we go up 3 flights of stairs. Mike's being the real champion, carrying the bags. It wasn't too bad, we were only about a 3-minute walk up the road. Could have been worse.
So we made it to our Airbnb. The drive wasn't too bad. We ended up paying, I think, a total of $35 US dollars, which would be, we'll put down below the amount of money that would be in Dominican pesos.
So it was more than $9, but not terrible. That's still about like half the cost to maybe a third of what we would pay in the United States.
For a trip of similar length. We are at the Victorian Luxury Condominium.
Something like that.
I think is the name. Again, we'll put the information down below, but we're here for 2.5 weeks. The entryway is nice and it's all tile floors. I already kicked off my shoes, so I don't know if you want to zoom in and see my feet, but all tile floors. Off to the side when you come in from that space is a vanity sink separated from the bathroom, which is nice. So if you want to get ready, you can do that out here. Behind me into this area is the bathroom. We have a nice spacious shower, which is good. And then in this one, we have a huge space for our bedroom. A very nice, comfortable bed. There's air conditioning in here and in the living room area. Huge vaulted ceilings, really nice, lot of room. This space alone is probably close to how much space we had at our last one. So definitely can't complain. There's some closet space, drawers, everything you could need for organization, so we'll be able to spread out a little bit better here, which I'm excited for. We'll head back out this way, and this is definitely the most exciting part. We've got the balcony, but before we get to that, a kitchen/dining area. This will be really good for working on our computers. It's very comfortable. We'll go out to the balcony and then we'll come this way. Actually, we should finish on the balcony. That's eating dessert first. Full kitchen, freezer, fridge, microwave, toaster, coffee maker, stovetop oven, dishwasher, everything you could need to actually fully live out of this space for an extended period of time. There is a couch, a TV. We didn't even use the TV at the last space, but just another sort of area to relax and lounge in. And then out onto the balcony, beautiful view of the ocean. We're on the 3rd floor, so definitely can't beat the view. There's a little lounge area over here and another table if you wanted to come out and eat or work out here, you can do that. So we're definitely spoiled in this location. And like I said, there's a pool, there's easy access to the beach, so everything you could want for a tropical getaway. Workcation, that's right. We're gonna go down to the beach now and make our way back towards the main part of town to grab some groceries.
It's a great big world and you feel itty bitty, a little fish in a big old city. Just keep swimming. There's a million trails to get where you're going. set your sails, you find a deeper ocean. You're just beginning. And this boat you've been rowing is only gonna take you where the river is flowing. Yeah, it's flowing.
Well, that was a lot more of an adventure than we thought it was going to be.
Between the rain and the hiking with large amounts of things on our back. But not too bad, honestly. The grocery store was really cool, really well stocked.
Oh gosh, I'm a sweaty mess. But yeah, the grocery store was really nice. It was really well stocked, like Mike said. There was a lot of familiar brands, surprisingly, like Welch's, which are made from the grapes around our hometown area. They even had like Beyond products, which are like the vegan options for like chicken and hamburgers and stuff. So I was pleasantly surprised at this little grocery store in a small beach town in the middle of the Dominican Republic.
Very busy, actually. A lot of people up and down the aisles.
A lot of people on the beach too, once it stopped raining.
But yeah, not a bad walk from where we are down, and we got to scope out the pool area on our way, got to see some of the beach.
In the meantime, I think we're gonna go down to the pool because we got our little workout in and we deserve some relaxation at this point.
Sweating at this point.
Oh, I took off my hat and I think that's worse because you can see even more of my sweat. But we can do a little grocery shop haul for you. I have a big thing of knockoff Cocoa Puffs. Chocolatey cereal, full of sugar, I'm sure. Some bread. We got some cup of noodles, some milk to go with the cereal, Coca-Cola.
I think the goal for this was to get stuff that was very easy to do for a couple of meals while we find our footing.
Yeah.
So just like things like cereal, bread for sandwiches, and then once we figure everything else out, then we'll start.
Yeah, this is more for like if we're feeling snackish or hungry in like the morning or in between meals, I guess, because there's a lot of great restaurants in the area that we'll want to try out, all within walking distance and all on the beach too, so we can eat again with like our feet in the sand. So we're really excited because we heard that Cabarete has like a whole stretch of just restaurants on the beach that we'll have to find another day because we're pretty tired. Ooh, Chef Boyardee cheese raviolis. Some peanut butter.
This is actually like way worse when you like put it out and on the internet.
Some grape jelly.
The prices as a whole were pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I mean,
better than what we've seen in the quick market shops that we had been going into.
Yeah, it was 1,800 Dominican pesos, which works out to be about 33 USD. But honestly, if we went grocery shopping in the States and got all this, it'd probably be closer to like 50, if not
Unfortunately,
more.
yeah.
Yeah. So, still a savings.
I think this would be a really good place to come and just hang out. There's lots of people out enjoying the pool deck, people playing card games, people out on the lounge chairs reading. It's really nice here. The palm trees are absolutely stunning. The ocean's just on the other side. The pool is really comfortable. The steps
and clear
in.
And clean and blue.
This is living the life.
Yeah.
We're back at the apartment now. Peanut butter and jelly is something we ate on the road a lot. Just sandwiches are easy, they're filling, and they're cheap. Expect to see sandwiches and cereal, and don't be surprised because that was something that when we were doing van life worked really well.
We're really excited to kind of settle in here and see what it's like living in a different country because this is all completely new for us.
We're not used to traveling slow. If you followed us when we were in the van visiting the 50 states, we I think stayed in the same place 2 nights in a row, maybe 3 to 5 times over the course of visiting all 50 states. When we were in India on our tour, we moved quickly through that. Same with any of the other countries that we've been to. It's always been very go, go, go. There's been a timeline and there's been an itinerary.
It's an adjustment for me to be like, settle.
Yeah.
And calm down. You have all
and
the
just
time.
enjoy being here in this very nice apartment space. We've definitely been enjoying the atmosphere here in the Dominican Republic. It is cool to know that we can just spend the day at the apartment, by the pool, by the beach, and I think this is a really cool way to start this next chapter of our lives, which is being digital nomads and moving through different countries a little bit more slowly, being able to experience the culture a little bit more. So we're really excited about that, and the Dominican Republic is where we are now, but we're excited to do this elsewhere too. And honestly, so far, I can't have asked for anything more.
Yeah.
So we've gotten earlier and just sort of left everything as we got in. So we are going to take the rest of the night and get organized, empty our suitcases out, and be more comfortable. That's the plan for tonight. So thank you so much for watching our trip from Puerto Plata here to Cabarete. We really are grateful for all of you who are watching, and we hope that you join us for some adventures here as we explore this country. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
I'm living